Hello, English learners, and welcome back to English Pod. My name is Peter.
And I'm Sophia. How are you doing today, Peter?
I'm doing great and even more excited because we've got an awesome lesson for you today.
Absolutely. Today's lesson is about a super common situation, and honestly, a bit embarrassing.
Yep, it's all about real English, English that people actually use in daily life.
So, what are we talking about today?
Today, we're diving into that awkward moment when you forget someone's name.
Oh no, that's so relatable. We've all been there. So, let's jump right into the dialogue. Just a heads up, it's a little fast, but don't worry, you'll understand everything.
Let's listen.
Leonardo, how's it going?
Oh, hey! What are you doing in this neighborhood? Do you live around here?
Actually, my office is just around the corner. It was great meeting you last week at the summit. I really enjoyed our conversation about digital marketing.
Yeah, that was really interesting. I'm in a bit of a hurry, but here's my card. We should definitely meet up again and continue our chat.
Sure. You still have my contact details, right?
You know what? This is really embarrassing, but your name has just slipped my mind. Could you remind me?
Sure. I'm Camilla Alves. Don't worry, it happens to me all the time. I'm terrible with names, too.
Wow, poor Leonardo. He totally forgot her name.
I've definitely been there before, and I'll share a story about it later. But first, let's get into our language takeaways.
So, Leonardo said, I'm in a bit of a hurry. This phrase is super common and useful.
It means you don't have much time, you're rushing, or need to leave quickly. Let's hear 3 quick examples.
Can you drive faster? I'm in a bit of a hurry.
I can't talk right now. I'm in a bit of a hurry.
I'm in a bit of a hurry, so I'll send the report later.
Next, Camilla said, you still have my contact details, right?
Contact details are the pieces of information that allow someone to reach you, like your name, phone number, email, and maybe your social media or work info.
It's the info you usually find on a business card. Super useful phrase.
And now the big one. Your name has just slipped my mind.
This means you forgot something, usually temporarily and by accident. It sounds casual and polite. Let's hear 2 examples.
I'm so sorry I didn't reply. It completely slipped my mind.
Wait, it's your anniversary? Oh no, it totally slipped my mind.
Now it's time for Putting It Together, where we show you how to use these expressions naturally.
These phrases are super useful in real conversations. So next time you're in a bit of a hurry or you forget something important, now you know how to say it in English.
So let's look at our first phrase today, and it's around here.
Around here. Around here. So this is like close by, right? I can say, for example, is there a bank around here?
Yeah. So that's, is there a bank close to here?
Exactly. Now, this phrase, around here, we can change it a little bit, and it means something a little bit different, right? I could say, Marco, there's a great restaurant right around the corner.
Right, and that would mean there is a great restaurant on the other street.
Yep, around the corner. Yep, great. Or we have another example. We can say, around there.
Around there, right. So, for example, I can say, Los Angeles is a great city. I used to live around there.
So you used to live near Los Angeles.
Exactly.
All right, it's a really good phrase, and it's really common.
Yeah. Now, our next phrase in putting it together is terrible with.
Terrible with. Terrible with. Terrible with.
So we have a couple of examples that will show you how this phrase works. Example 1. You're terrible with numbers. You can't even remember your own telephone number.
Example 2. I'm terrible with directions. I'm always getting lost.
Example 3. I'm terrible with faces. I can never remember what people look like.
Wow, I understand that. I'm also terrible with numbers. I can barely add 2 plus 2.
Well, yeah, I guess not everyone is a numbers person. I'm terrible with faces. I sometimes forget what people look like.
Really? Yeah, uh-oh.
So I think it's time now for us to listen to our dialogue a second time.
Okay, this time the dialogue will be a little bit slower.
Right, so try and listen for some of the words we've just talked about.
Nick, how's it going?
Oh, hey, what are you doing in this neighborhood? Do you live around here?
Actually, my office is right around the corner. It was great to meet you last week at the conference. I really enjoyed our conversation about foreign investment.
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, I'm in a bit of a hurry, but here's my card. We should definitely meet up again and continue our discussion.
Sure, you still have my contact details, right?
You know what? This is really embarrassing, but your name has just slipped my mind. Can you remind me?
Sure, my name is Anna Ferris. Don't worry about it. It happens to me all the time. I'm terrible with names, too.
So it's more clear now? You can understand a lot better, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Great. So now it's time for us to take a look at Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder. So with Fluency Builder, we take some very simple phrases and show you how you can be more fluent or how you can sound more native.
Yeah, great. In the beginning of the dialogue, Anna said, "Nick, how's it going?"
Yeah, this is a great phrase. It sounds really, really natural. You know, sometimes I hear students say, "How are you?" or "How are you doing?" Those are two great phrases, but this one sounds really, really natural.
It just sounds more casual.
Yeah, let's listen again to that phrase from the dialogue. How's it going?
How's it going?
Great. So next time that you find a friend on the street, you can just say, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah. So, Marco, have you ever forgotten someone's name?
Yeah, it's happened to me a couple of times. And actually, the most embarrassing situation was that I forgot a family member's name.
What?
We had like a family reunion, and there were a lot of aunts and uncles and cousins that I hadn't seen in a while, and I just forgot one of my uncle's names. And I was,
That's pretty embarrassing. So, what did you do?
Well, I had to ask one of my other cousins. I'm like, "Hey, who is that guy?" He's like, "Oh, that's Uncle John." I'm like, "Oh, man, I totally forgot."
Yeah.
So it was really embarrassing because I didn't know what to call him, so I just called him Uncle because I didn't know his name. "Hi, Uncle."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So when that happens to me, when I'm in a business setting, sometimes what I do is I ask for someone's card.
Ah, yeah, that's the good technique.
Or sometimes I might ask them to write down their email, because usually their full name is spelled out in their email address. So that's my trick when I've forgotten someone's name.
That's a good trick, and I guess a lot of our listeners can take your advice on that.
Okay, so I think it's time for us to listen to our dialogue one more time, this time at natural speed.
Leonardo, how's it going?
Oh, hey! What are you doing in this neighborhood? Do you live around here?
Actually, my office is just around the corner. It was great meeting you last week at the summit. I really enjoyed our conversation about digital marketing.
Yeah, that was really interesting. You know, I'm in a bit of a hurry, but here's my card. We should definitely meet up again and continue our chat.
Sure. You still have my contact details, right?
You know what? This is really embarrassing, but your name has just slipped my mind. Could you remind me?
Sure. I'm Camilla Alves. Don't worry, it happens to me all the time. I'm terrible with names too.
Well, I hope that you've all enjoyed our lesson for today, and remember to check out our website at englishpod.com, where you can find a lot of other resources and you can leave all your questions and comments.
Yeah, Marco and I are always on the site, so we're happy to answer all of your questions.
Exactly. So now it's time for us to say
Goodbye.